Hello everybody and welcome on my YouTube channel. You are with Alandris for today's test of the new VIP hero for the month of December. We are on the test server for sure, and it's one other frontliner hero, but this time it's the strength hero. It's named Divine Knight, and we will discover now his statistic and skills. First of all, if we are checking the description of this hero, we can read that it's a frontline strength hero who can output a huge amount of damage. So it looks like interesting on the paper. If we are checking, he has something like 66,000 HP, nearly 1,000 of armor, 1,200 of critical, 334 of magical resistance, and attack damage we have 6,600. So it's aggressive tank for sure, in the same kind of statistics than Devastator. And if we are checking deeper and watching the training field boost, we can see that he can get even more 22,000 HP, 313 armor, and 119 magical resistance. So first checking, we can just tell that his magical resistance is low, but the rest of the statistics are really interesting. Let's now discover his skills. 4 skills for this hero. So the first one, ultimate one, advanced cannon. Siran is blazed by the divine power and greatly increase his attack damage. Increase 5,250 attack damage during the ultimate skill time. We have to see how much time it will stay activated, but look like really aggressive skill. Green skill, Storm Sword. Siran pours magic power into his sword, damaging and stunning enemy. We don't know actually the range of this skill. I have to look deeper, because if it's a full screen, it can be really interesting skill. Third skill, the blue one, Divine Roars. Siran inspired his allies by roaring, increasing the whole team's attack damage and attack speed. Increase 1051 attack damage for the whole team and some attack speed, I guess. Look like interesting too. And the purple skill, last one, Revenant Curses. Enemy being damaged by Siran will be cursed and cannot recover HP or get healed. This one is really crazy, because it means that, for example, if the second skill is full screen, during the time of this curse, I don't know actually how much time it stay activate, but all the team will be not able to recover HP, and we know that in the metagame, actual metagame, it can be a really great skill. Let's now check deeper the position of this hero on the battlefield.
You shall not pass!
In according to his sensitivity from the magic damage, I hope he's not totally in front, but we will see exactly where is his position. So, in according to some hero, oh, Rabbit is in front of him. I was thinking not. He's not in front line. Okay. Oh, he's in front commander. This is interesting information. Okay. Oh, he's behind the Fallen Dominion. After that, what we have? Okay. So he's not really considered as tank, because like we can see, he's not in front line. Oh, he's in front the voice. And finally, okay. So position interesting and not, because in some condition it's good. For example, he's in front commander, but behind Rabbit, for example, it's really strange. But let's see how it can be in real fight.
Round 1, fight!
In 1 versus 1, we'll be able to see deeper how his skills are working. Second skill seems to be full screen, so it's really good news. And you see that it's a little hurt on the head of the hero, who shows that they are not able to get healed, but the curse is not really long. Damages don't look like so high, actually. We will see with the ultimate. Ultimate is activate, and how much time is staying the ultimate? Something like 10 seconds, so it's not bad. Okay. Is slow and easy to control, so that's why perhaps in second line behind the main tank it will be possible to be used. Finally, second ultimate, and you can see that Admiral didn't get any heal because she was cursed. Oh, 15,000 damage on the tank when he is transformed. And finally, damage damage are not huge, but he gets charmed, interrupt, so perhaps in full team fight we will be able to get something better. We will already try against full healing team to see the potentiality of the damage, and after we will see during real fights. Against the full healing team, we will see the potential of the curse, if it's really interesting or not. First, we have confirmation that the second skill is full screen, so this is a really good news. And after, unfortunately, what I don't like for the moment, the curse is really quick. After some seconds, the curse disappears, and finally, if the healer success to launch his ultimate during this interval of time, you will have the efficiency of the heal like you see actually. And finally, you didn't do nothing with the Divine Knight. Okay. I'm also healed from my side. And he seems easy to control. Another time she heals, she don't have any problem to heal. And we will see his damage output to see if it's grit or not. So finally, statistic of the fight. For one tank, it's not bad damage output, but I don't like the fact that the curse must be lucky. If your curse is in the wrong time, finally you will not have any efficiency of this skill. Against the famous Turtle Fighter team with Death Knight, Tarot Prophet, Chemist, who is pretty good in Arena and even in Grand Arena, I try something with Divine Knight to check if he's able to out-damage some hero and to get good results. So we are watching now this. Okay, we killed the rabbit. Death Knight is cursed, so he can't be healed, so it's not bad. Okay, they are all cursed. And finally we have just Chemist to kill. We will win, but I'm not impressed for the moment by this hero. We will see his damage output. Yes, like I was thinking, it's pretty ridiculous. 40,000 damage for one hero. If we are checking the description, it's road that is able to deal huge amount of damage. It's not. It's far to be a huge damage actually. So let's see now against non-turtle fighter team. Against a non-turtle fighter team, I want to see what he's able to do. We know that he has a strong armor, so I put him as a frontliner, and I want really to see the possibility. More I'm using him, more I think it's a support. It's not actually a damage dealer like on the description, because like you see, he buffs the team, he puts a curse, and he do some little damage, but nothing crazy. For me, it's a really most support-oriented hero. We can see another time. The good point with this hero, when he puts the curse on a physical damage dealer, for example, they are not able to get the bonuses for their lifesteal. Okay. And I will finish without so much problem. We will see the damage now. Yes, 32,000 damage. It's crazy low, but what he bring in the team, it's not bad. It's not garbage hero for sure, but actually, like I told, it's a support. In this last example, I want to see against a full undead heal team. So in this condition, I think we will have a good potentiality for a Divine Knight. We can check what's happened. Is able to disable totally Soul Hunter plus Death Knight, and this is really great. Oh, yes, in this condition is really nice. Like I told, I really think that it's a buffer, and especially with a full physical team or most physical team, we get crazy good result, and you see, it was no match at all. And if we check the statistic, he didn't do any interesting damage, but he give for the team really good bonuses. And I think we have actually, if they don't change this hero, we have to see this hero like that, like a buffer, a support, aggressive support, but definitively not like a damage dealer. So let's now speak about his strength and weaknesses. From my side, I see three interesting points for this hero. First point, it's a buffer, 100%. He has a really interesting buff. Attack speed, attack damage, and when you pair him with a physical team, is really interesting. Second point, he is able to survive a lot against physical damage. So even if you want to put him as frontline tank against physical damage, he is able to hold for a long time, and he will even be able to ultimate more often during the fight. And last interesting point, it's the only hero in the game actually who can disable totally the heal, disable the lifesteal, disable the regeneration, and disable the heal. So it's really great, and we will see now his weaknesses. Three weaknesses for this hero. First of these three weaknesses is his cast animation. It's pretty slow. Every time that he is doing something, it's 1-2 seconds of cast animation if you are watching deeply. Second point, it's his magical resistance, 334 actually, without training I'm speaking. So even with training you will have something like 450. it's slow anyway, and if you have some hero like Imperial Executioner, Time Travelers in other side of the battlefield, they will make him explode without problem, and that's why it's better to put him as second tank, not like main tank. Main tank only against physical damage. And last point, his curse is really good. Like you saw, it's amazing to cancel all heal and all life steal, but it's too fast in my thinking. The curse stay 2 seconds, 3 seconds on the battlefield, and to have the good timing against healing team or against chaplain or some hero like that who are able to full heal all the enemy team, it's too short and you need to be really lucky, and I don't like this side. In my opinion, this hero will be important to have in your arsenal. It's the only hero in the game who has actually this ability to disable the heal of the enemy, and it's great. Only for this point already, this hero is worth it and interesting to have in your team. Now, what I can tell you, if we are watching the description of this hero, who can output a huge amount of damage, I think they are laughing to us, because like you saw, he's not damage dealer anymore. For sure, it's not chaplain, he will deal some damage, but it's not his main function. Actually, it's a buffer, it's a support who is interesting because of his skills and not because of his damage. And like you see, even when he is transformed, okay, he can do some interesting damage. He will do some 100k damage during one fight, 150k damage during one fight. But if you compare him like than other damage dealer in the game, is far not interesting for this point. But the curse and the third skill, Divine Roar, are really interesting, especially in physical damage team. So another time, you can unlock this hero if you are VIP 11 plus without problem and stuff him till red 2. It's not lost because this hero will be useful against a lot of team. For sure, it will not be a defensive hero that you will put in Arena or Grand Arena as blind team, but in offensive team, to kill, for example, all timeouts that you can see in the arena or in Grand Arena, he will be a really good card in your game. Thanks everybody for watching this review. I'm sorry, I promised you the second review of Serpent Warlock and Thunder Beast. Unfortunately, they are still not available in final version on test server, and I don't have enough resources on the main server to push them as 5 stars and red 2 right now. So it will come soon. I'm asking you cool to update the test server, and I will do it as soon as possible. You can follow my actuality on Facebook, Twitter. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the link that you can see right now. And if you want to support my work, you can click on the last link that you see as well. Thank you very much. Bye bye.